Alright, let's rip the band-aid off. You'll never find anyone like them again. That's actually true. You won't. And here's the kicker. That's completely fine. In fact, it's perfect. Every person is unique, right? You had together. That specific combination of experiences, inside jokes, memories, it can't be copied or replaced. That relationship is over. And trying to chase its exact replica is pointless. Think about it. If you spent your whole life comparing everyone to someone who no longer exists in your life, you're basically trapping yourself in the past. You're creating this impossible standard where every new person has to measure up to a ghost. And let me tell you, ghosts always win that competition because they're not real anymore. They can't disappoint you. They can't mess up. They're frozen in time as this perfect memory. But that's not how life works. And that's definitely not how love works. Here's what most people avoid facing. And this is gonna sting a little. Relationships end for reasons. Real, concrete reasons. That perfect person you're remembering, that's not who they actually were. Your mind is a sneaky little editor, and it's been working overtime since the breakup. It erased the fights, the disappointments, the times they let you down or you let them down. All those moments when you felt alone even though you were together. Your brain edited the whole story to make losing them feel worse than it should. And I get it. Your mind is trying to protect you in its weird way. But what it's actually doing is keeping you stuck. Because you only remember the highlight reel. You forget why the movie ended in the first place. You forget the incompatibilities, the values that didn't align, the future goals that put you in different directions. You forget that towards the end, maybe you weren't even that happy. So here's the hard truth. What you're actually struggling with isn't losing this specific person. It's letting go of who you imagined them to be. You're grieving the future you planned together, the potential you saw, the version of them that existed mostly in your head. And that's tough because that fantasy was beautiful, but it was just that, a fantasy. Let me ask you something real. Do you actually miss them? Or do you miss who you thought they were? Do you miss the real relationship with all its flaws? Or do you miss the comfort of having someone, even if that someone wasn't quite right? Most of the time, it's the latter. You miss the idea of not being alone. You miss the routine, the familiarity, the safety of knowing someone's there. But here's what you need to understand. Missing the comfort of a relationship isn't the same as missing the right relationship. You can miss something that wasn't good for you. You can crave something that was holding you back. Your heart doesn't always know the difference between what feels familiar and what's actually right for you. That's where your head needs to step in and set the record straight. So here's what you need to do. Let go of the fantasy. Seriously, stop replaying the edited highlights. Stop comparing every new person to a version of someone that never fully existed. The real thing? It was already gone, probably way before the actual breakup happened. You know it, even if you don't want to admit it. Letting go doesn't mean what you had wasn't special. It was. It meant something. But it's over. And holding on to it is like trying to breathe life into something that's already served its purpose in your story. You're not dishonoring the past by moving forward. You're honoring yourself by making space for something real, something better, something that's actually meant for you. The truth is, You don't want to find someone exactly like them. You want to find someone better suited for who you are now, for who you're becoming. Someone who fits the real you, not the you that was settling or compromising or editing yourself to make a flawed relationship work. Look, breakups suck. Letting go is hard, but staying attached to a fantasy version of someone is way harder in the long run. You deserve something real, something that doesn't require you to forget the bad parts to make it seem good. You deserve a love that's right, not just familiar. I know it's tough. I've been there before, and I'm sure I may fall into this trap again. It's hard to leave the comfort, the familiar. It's hard to be single and find somebody new. I know it's hard. It's hard for me too. It's hard for everyone. But it's way harder to live a life without pursuing your true self, without pursuing your dream. I know it's not easy to put yourself out there again, and try again, and fail again, and get rejected again, and do it all over again. But my friends, unless you try, you will always live with regrets. You have to make that choice. Would you rather endure short-term discomfort now for a long-term happiness? Or would you rather accept temporary relief for a long-term of regret? The decision is yours. So yeah, you'll never find anyone like them again. Thank goodness for that. Because the next person, they're gonna be different. And different may just be exactly what you need. Stop looking backward and start looking forward. Your future is waiting. And trust me, it's gonna be way better than the fantasy you've been clinging to. And that's a wrap on today's episode. Until next time, let go and level up. You got this. Thank you.